For the next few months, we're building out our board search practice, and I'm going to be a bit transparent here, something that we don't normally do, but I'm going to disclose my fee structure for the next few months for anyone who wants to engage us to perform a board search assignment. There's no doubt about it, we're building up in the market and we want to be competitive, but in any case, I really want to disrupt the fee structures that we've seen traditionally in the board search market. And anyone who's engaged with a board search firm will know how expensive the board search fees are. And, I think it's time to take a bit of a fresh approach. So I work with a whole raft of different types of clients, from really small, tiny startups right through to ASX-listed organisations. So if you're a startup or an upstart type business, you may be trying to raise capital, our fee structure is extremely modest in that situation because, you typically are looking at a scenario where you don't have a lot of cash flow. But we do still have to charge a retainer fee, and that fee is usually around $5,000. For a more established business, that fee might be around the $10,000 mark. So there might be a small fee to kick the assignment off because I've got to allocate typically a couple of days' work to deliver the result to you, to manage the shortlisting, to reach out to candidates, and that takes up time, energy, and effort. If we're bringing capital to the table, there may be a capital raising fee involved. But if we're placing board directors into an early stage high potential company, the fee is usually around $5,000. So it's not too over the top to use our services, even for an early stage business, when you think about the capacity to bring that really smart, talented individual to your boardroom, giving your business credibility as you're raising maybe capital, you're trying to get ready for Series A, Series B. So that's the fee structure for the early stage high potential businesses. For the not-for-profits, for the vast majority of circumstances, we do these searches pro bono, and that means from beginning to end. So we will obviously, if there's fees associated with advertising, you will wear those costs, but everything else is pro bono. And I have done this for many, many years. I don't make a song and dance about it, but I have literally done thousands and thousands of searches in the not-for-profit sector, no fees involved, just to support organisations. Now, I can't work with everybody on that basis because I would have no time to deliver my own services to the market and keep our business running. But for any enterprise in the not-for-profit sector, if you're looking for good talent, if you're looking for a chair, if you're looking for a non-exec, if you're looking for a very specialised committee member, I can assist you. We move extremely quickly. We typically would shortlist that type of role within 5 to 7 days. And the reason we can do that is because we have a bank of talent on our books, people that want to serve in these areas, and we have managed them over many years, and we understand who would be a good fit with who. I personally work in the not-for-profit sector myself on a board, so I do understand the paradigm and what's involved. Now, if it's a much larger not-for-profit, a very substantial not-for-profit, probably turning over 30 million plus, there may be some fees involved if it's a complex search, but generally speaking, I try and do this all pro bono. So get in touch with me. We'll talk about your individual circumstances and how that would transpire. Then we're into the more commercial sort of end of the spectrum. Businesses that are turning over 1 to 10 million, you're looking at about $10,000 per board appointment. So very reasonable board fee, not expensive, sort of a very modest referral fee. There would be a small retainer charged up front. That retainer is typically around $5,000. We keep it as simple as possible. Keep in mind, I've got to allocate time to shortlist, and again, it's going to take us, probably 5 to 7 days to shortlist. Then when you're in the 10 to 50 million plus range, the fees do step up a little bit here. So we're looking at a 10,000 retainer, 10,000 on success, and that would cover multiple board appointments. So if you need 2 or 3 board appointments, it's 10,000 per appointment, obviously plus GST. So again, a fraction of what you have probably been paying in the past with other board search practices. And, that sort of follows my ethos. I want to disrupt. I want to do things differently. We want to provide a quality service. This is still the same service as what you would get from an executive search firm. We're going to, take a proper briefing. We're going to do all the reconnaissance. We're going to provide short lists and long lists. We're going to provide you with our research. We're going to be transparent. The fees are modest but fair for the service that we're providing. We're providing services very quickly. We can only do this because we have a talent pool. I've been in this game for nearly 20 years. I ran the Director Institute for nearly 15 years. I have 50,000 plus directors on my books. These are people I've met with personally over many, many years of being in business. I conduct thousands and thousands of board meetings each year. So I've got an incredible talent pool that I can leverage. So please support us. We would really, really love to have your board search on our books. We will deliver incredible results. We will bring next generation board director talent to the table. It's not going to cost you a fortune to use our services, and we're going to knock it out of the park. We're going to give you a great result. We're going to bring the very best talent into your boardroom, and I guarantee all of my talent for 12 months from the beginning to the end, regardless of the circumstances. If anyone leaves the organisation for whatever reason, or you're not happy, or people part ways, even in the scenario of illness, I will backfill that position. No questions asked. Just get back in touch with me and we'll provide you with another shortlist. So that's a bit of insight into how we're rolling. So, this is obviously, there's a lot of competitors out there. They're not going to be particularly happy with this video. I know that because, they're used to charging a lot for these assignments. But let's shake it up a little bit. Give me a go. You'll be pleased with the results.